So when I was younger, I used to figure skate. I figure skated for about 6-7 years. And then when I turned 17, I got a new coach, and she really pushed on me getting smaller and losing a lot of my muscle mass. And it kind of like, gave me a little bit of body issues and whatnot. And my brothers were doing jiu-jitsu at the time. They wanted me to come try it out. And so I gave it a gander, and I fell in love with it, and I quit figure skating, and had my first fight within a year, and it was all uphill from there. My biggest inspiration would definitely be my big brother, Dave Mazany. He is also a professional MMA fighter, but he's one of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. Just really showed me that if you really want something and you work hard enough, you can definitely achieve it. And he's just a good human, good dude. Love that guy. He's so great. For other girls who want to get into MMA, I would advise them to make sure it's something they really want to do. But first things first is dial in the health aspect of it, because to perform well, you have to be fed well, and you have to be properly nutritioned, and you have to be healthy. And a lot of people think they're like, oh, I can go and do a boxing class and go to this and that, but they think it's just kind of just the training, but really it's everything. It's like the supplements, the food, it's the rest, it's the recovery. I would begin with having a healthy lifestyle, and then move forward from there. It's a hard game, but the risk is definitely worth the reward. When I first started boxing, I hit mitts and hit the bag and whatnot, and then I finally sparred. And I remember I was like 18, I was like 17, 18, I was really young, and I remember the first time I got hit in the face, and I was like, it really wasn't that bad. And from then I was like, I could actually maybe do something with this. But then I had my first boxing match, and I went against this chick, and it was at like a small, you met at like a small bar, and I'm born and raised in Alaska. And you meet, and they're like, hey, do you want to fight that girl? I'm like, okay. I was walking around like 145. This chick was about 170. And the next day we weigh in. I'm like, oh, it's fine, I don't care. And the next day we go to the ring, and this chick takes her jacket off, and she's got delts bigger than my brother. And she beat the crap out of me. But I was in the gym the next day, so I think it was one of those things where you have to really see if you really want to do it. And I was definitely down, but yeah, she beat me up. It was good. Overall, my family is extremely supportive. I remember when I first started fighting, my dad was stoked because he's like, well, I'm glad you're not a ring girl. Overall, they've been really supportive and happy with what I've been doing. As long as I'm staying out of trouble and staying healthy and doing what I love, and as long as I'm happy, that's the main focus. So they're pretty cool, pretty supportive of it all. Since my brother is also a professional fighter, we always have worked together. We've always been a team. We've always, we'd have a fight coming up. Oh, check this girl out. He's like, oh, check this guy out, and see what you think. And we've always had a team aspect for each other. We've actually fought on about 5 or 6 different cards together. So that's been kind of cool. Looking back, it's extremely stressful, so I wouldn't want to do it again. But yeah, we definitely work very closely together. More than anything, he helps me a lot on my mental side of, when one day you wake up and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna be fighting in a cage with another girl, she wants to knock me out. Like, it's kind of a scary feeling, and it just reminds me of like how hard I work and how dedicated I am, and he's just really good on my mental side more than anything, just the support. Like for this next fight, he doesn't corner me too much like while I'm fighting, but more than anything, he's 100% my support. It's like my safety blanket, but bigger and buff and stuff. More testosterone. Nutrition is extremely important to me for the fact that it's the same thing if you have a really nice car. You're not going to put really crappy fuel into a nice car. You have a really nice car, you want to take good care of it. When I'm in camp, I am pretty strict about what I put in my body. It's nothing too crazy with like my timing and whatnot. I just try to eat every 2 to 3 hours, small meals. But my main thing is I like to eat clean food, clean real food. Where I think a lot of people mess up with nutrition is that they eat a lot of processed stuff that comes in bags, stuff that has extra added chemicals into it. And then out of camp, I'm the same way I'm pretty similar to the same way with how I eat. Of course, when I'm out of camp, I might indulge in, more carbs, more sugar, delicious beer, but I'm a big believer in eating real clean foods like, fruits and vegetables and clean meats. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful to be a part of the ProteinHouse team, is because all the food is clean and it's delicious and it's fresh, and I've never had anything as legit as ProteinHouse. Before I became a part of the family, I would come here and just, eat here on my own. But it's really good stuff.